shed is an interesting entity from the demonology of multiple cultures. The plural word for these primordial horrors is the Shedim, and they have been wreaking havoc on humanity for thousands of years. The legends that surround these demons go back to the beginning of accepted human history. The Shedim initially originated from the Chaldean civilization. Still, much like the Canaanite culture, a lot of their myths were absorbed into ancient Hebrew mythology, which snowballed into modern Judaism, Christianity, Islam, etc. However, ancient cultures that have entities analogous to Shedim is commonly found throughout all of the ancient world. In the apocryphal texts, or other knowledge that has been removed and forbidden from mainstream scriptures, Eve was actually not the first wife of Adam in the Judeo-Christian creation myth. The first woman was named Lilith, who would be called the mother of demons, and birthed the Shedim after being banished by God for not submitting to Adam. However, in other tales, they're the descendants of serpents, and in yet a third version of their demonic birth from an alternative Hebrew legend, God had to stop halfway through creating them for the Sabbath, and never finished. This half-existence between the material world and the spirit realm caused the Shedim to hold a grudge against humanity, because they were favored and fully formed, whereas the Shedim were rejected. Since humans rose to dominance, the Shedim have always permeated hatred towards humanity, forever brooding on their unfinished, chaotic nature without any defined purpose. In any case, they're entities of utter malevolence and insidious designs towards the unwary. The name Shedim roughly translates to destroyer, which is suitable because of their caustic nature. As expected of any demon, the appearance of a shed is twisted and bizarre. The Shedim somewhat resembles something humanoid, like mixed with animalistic qualities from a variety of animals. In the Book of Numbers, the Bible describes a shed as having the legs and feet of a rooster with a hybrid bull human-like head, with bulls obviously being a common representation of entities in the ancient world. Luckily, average people are not able to perceive a shed with their physical eyes because they mostly inhabit the world between worlds. However, those with a spiritually ascended nature are very capable of interacting with these demonic entities. Like most demons, the Shedim can invade a person's life through holes in their aura, which allows them to affect the psychology of their victim directly. Though there is a trick for anyone to detect a shed if they are present tangibly: throw ashes on the ground, because the demon will leave behind bestial footprints. If you've ever seen the movie Paranormal Activity, that demon in that movie is based on a shed. One of the primary supernatural abilities the Shedim wield is to possess inanimate objects, and they really have no limitations in this factor. For this reason, Shedim are usually considered to be behind haunted dolls in demonology, such as Annabelle from the Conjuring series based on the real-life case of Ed and Lorraine Warren. But they're also known to possess statues, keys, doors, beds, or literally anything your imagination can think of. For unknown reasons, Shedim love cemeteries, morgues, or battlefields, and demonologists have suspected that their hatred for humanity is the motive behind this, and assume they revel in the decomposition of their most hated foe. But they are known to lurk wherever death is universal, and overall have no restrictions where they choose to tread. It's interesting to note that the ancient Hebrews would sacrifice to the Shedim in an attempt to appease their wrath, and there was a common belief that they could purify themselves of sin by sacrificing their daughters to the Shedim, though the exact details of what just entailed in these sacrifices is lost to time, and also most likely a tiny minority of people from that culture.
How to fight it?
You can't. If one finds themselves being targeted by the Shedim, the only course of action is to find a Kabbalistic rabbi, demonologists, exorcists, or anyone capable of fighting spiritual battles. Ordinary humans have no chance in fighting a shed, and very little can keep them at bay. Though true faith is always a weapon that anyone can wield, but true faith is rare. Running from a Shedim or a place that you think the Shedim may be haunting is not going to work. It will just follow you. So if one encounters these demons, get help immediately.